Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your new moon in Sagittarius reading. This is titled The Quest for Meaning, and you are looking for that in your friendships, your creative activities, your recreation, your children, all the things that relate to recreation, creativity, procreation. So this also rules your romance, your love life, your lovers. This is a general reading, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below, where I'm featuring a half off sale through the end of the year. So I appreciate all of you that are taking advantage of that. It supports me tremendously, and I'm also grateful for your presence here now. And let's get started with the World card, your overall energy for this new moon energy. So the World is about an actual closure of a cycle, of a journey, a completeness. There's a way in which you are wrapping up something in order to move on to another level. This is almost like a preparation, the journey you have been on. Many of you will be relieved to hear this, and of course everybody's talking about Pluto in Aquarius. This is very much in sync with the closing out of the last 15 or more years of your experience in whatever uh, avenue that was. And for some of you Leos that have significant Capricorn placements, this has been rough and likely has taken you from the heights to the depths and perhaps leveled you out somewhere in the middle, ready to move on to something more in sync with your energy. This is very much hitting at your a new way of understanding deep connection, your significant relationships, but also significant opportunities that really help you build with others towards your ambitions. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, is the Tower. And why did I mention Pluto and Aquarius? Because here it is. In your external life, there has been a big shift, something unexpected, something you were not necessarily predicting or anticipating, something that you planned, a new idea, a new project is not working out the way you thought it would, or the way it had been working for quite some time. Something has changed to allow you to recognize that something that you believed was fundamental, foundational, would always be there is collapsing. And despite the initial anxiety and the chaos that may be created from the lack of the customary rules and conventions, you see an opportunity to move more closely in a direction that aligns with you. You see a way to get more of who you are from this change. In fact, this is a change that you have likely manifested. By that I mean willed into creation unconsciously or consciously wished for a change, not necessarily the change you got, but a way in which things had to shift. Things could not go on any longer the way they were. This can have to do, obviously, with a job, a professional track that you're on, or it can have to do with the way that you are head of household or run an organization or a family, for example. This can affect your role in the community and how others see you, particularly children or friends. So you're really being asked to be open to what you know is the truth around what is a blessing in disguise. In the first house, the Lady of Staffs is one of your cards. This is also the Queen of Wands in other decks. You are brimming with confidence. This confidence is heartfelt, I believe. I believe you're coming back to yourself after a very long time of uh, investing in something that had been more surface for you, more superficial perhaps. This journey of the last 15 years or more has been about uh, uncovering the roots of decisions or illusions that you had about best choices for you. You're coming into your own here. You are exuding your passion. You are holding it close to your chest just enough to magnetize the resources, the connections that you want in your life towards you so that you are determined and others know that you know what you want and you're determined to achieve that. In the fourth house, the Ace of Swords. Wow. This just seems like you are experiencing an incredible spiritual awakening for some of you. This is giving you not only an enlightenment in your soul at your foundation, this can be relevant to your immediate family. This can be some truth about your family of origin that now helps you make sense of what's going on in your external world. This is leading you to a place of demanding, claiming what is rightfully yours. Moving along the path of truth and justice. And as uh, I mentioned earlier, this is about dispelling any illusions that you've had about the way things looked on the outside and really gone to the core of who you are, your spiritual practice, and the truth about your capacity and thus the path to your ambitions, your goals. In the seventh house, the house of significant others, we have the Nine of Cups. And this is an area where I do feel like there's a lot of energy that is helping you to find a lot of satisfaction in the process that you have been on to align yourself with those relationships, those opportunities that feel good to you, that support you. This is something you've really worked at more recently as a result of the collapse of things that you expected to always be there for you. You are proud of the work you've done to understand who you really are and what your needs are, what really satisfies you. And that joy, that sense of contentment, is what attracts sincere and whole people toward you. So, in the quest for love, the quest for connection, I believe that you are enjoying your status, whether you are single or connected with someone significant. You're really enjoying the growth, the maturing of that experience, and the deeper connection that you are allowing yourself as you become more vulnerable because of the way you've invested in yourself. You have faith that you know what choices are right for you. You now have a process that is enlightened. If this reading is resonating for you, Leo, please like this video, please share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I would love to hear any thoughts or comments that you feel moved to make. It helps me. I appreciate your appreciations, and I pull the envy card. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I feel this going in both directions for you. I believe you may be the site of envy of others who have admired the superficiality of your appearance, your bubbly personality, your ideal life, even if it isn't perfect. Nothing is perfect. there are others who are jealous of you at some level, and it's always ironic when others uh, experience envy towards us and our lives seem far from enviable. Um, I also think that there is a level of envy that you may have and that you may be claiming as or mourning, I should say mourning, as part of something that you've released. Um, the envy of a life that, even if it was diluted, was charmed in many ways, looked perfect, looked attractive. You are probably someone who is very attractive, very magnetic to others. And there's a way in which others around you may have seemed to experience the rewards of that in ways that you have yet to experience them. So I'm thinking about envy in that way as a kind of double-sided sword. I'm going to clarify the the Lady of Staffs in the first house with the Queen of Cups. So here we have the most generous, enthusiastic, warm queens, indicating to me that your inspiration is first and foremost to love and care for yourself as you truly are, to honor your feelings and the experiences that underlie those feelings that you have, so that you're removing the sense of judgment about your particular circumstances or your journey. You are forgiving yourself for having made some having missed some opportunities or made some missteps. You are understanding that your sense of composure, grace, forgiveness, love for yourself is fundamental to your ability to move out and grow passionately, to exhibit your passion in a way that feels safe to you, in a way that identifies what you want and pulls that towards you. In the fourth house, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands. I do think you're claiming a truly aligned relationship. This feels to me as though you are claiming uh, love. You are not bitter. You are not uh, uh, resentful about perhaps experiences in the past that didn't work out the way you wanted to. You have not given up on the idea of real deep connection, whether it is a formal marriage. This card represents a partnership in whatever way you two define it. So that it seems to me that you, in becoming more whole, are attracting similar others who are more whole, who are not dependent or codependent, but who have independent goals, aspirations, lifestyles, and recognize how to connect deeply in order to build something that is far beyond the individual energies you bring. So this is called the 1111 card, wish fulfillment. But I think it's really about celebrating the ability to be deeply connected. And it need not be an individual, it can be a group of individuals. This can be a group of friends, a school reunion, a clutch of buddies, or a posse that you've been hanging with throughout the years, and your fates continue to mingle, and you celebrate that. You celebrate your accomplishments together. In the seventh house, the Nine of Cups is clarified by the star. Yeah, I do see you very, very hopeful about finding a very special soul bond, a deep connection. Your hope has been restored, and I do believe it is despite the collapse and shattering of something that you thought was stable in your life. Despite that, and it has generated a lot of difficulties, you have really released that story. That is not your story anymore. You are aspiring to real hope, a real joining together, a real vision that you can share with another individual who is similarly empowered as you are. And this feels so right. This feels so good for you. And you are enjoying the process, whether you're dating now and enjoying getting to know someone, or you're open up to uh, alternative possibilities for that deep connection in your life. And the 10th house, the Tower card, is clarified by the Page of Cups. This has been showing up for all you fire signs. This is a tremendous opening of the heart. It almost feels like your heart has been cracked open by the difficulties and challenges you experience, even are experiencing in this moment, because of your clarity, because of your hope, of your coming through such a dark time for you, such a tunnel of storm and instability, um, of illusions, that you are restoring that playful energy that Leo is so known for. This is that joyful inner child. I believe that was part of the title of your last reading. The inner and beautiful child of you is being released, without bitterness, without remorse, without regret, really knowing that this has all been a preparation for your experience of enlightenment and creativity now. And I'm going to finish up this reading, Leo, with a flora and fauna of Africa, and hope that this reading has been insightful for you. And I pulled the Okapi, and the key word is spiritual growth. And you can see the beautiful lotus flower on this card. Embrace all aspects of you. Your uniqueness is your power. Let your spirit guide you. Thank you so much, Leo. Until next time, namaste.